Hi, my name is Chris Oosthuizen, and today I want to talk to you about what voices you listen to and who you allow to influence you. But before we jump into that, I want to ask that if you disagree with me about anything I say, would you rather comment down below and let us have a constructive discussion about it instead of disliking the video? So let's get back into it. We need to know that listening to anyone who is not Holy Spirit inspired, it will cause us to be influenced negatively, although we might not realize it. There are hidden agendas of the demonic realm that we cannot always recognize immediately, and this is why it is so important to listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit, because He will warn you who you need to listen to and who you should not be listening to. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 15 to 16, Jesus says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruit." We can and should therefore be looking at people's fruit in order to assess whether we are to listen to them or not. Jesus then continues in verse 17 to 18, "Even so, every good tree brings forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree brings forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit." This is critically important. You must realize that corrupt people, that is, people who are not filled with the Holy Spirit, cannot bear good fruit. There is therefore nothing good that we can learn from these people that have any form of eternal value. These are Jesus' words, and I encourage you to go and study this passage and to let this truth sink in. I therefore want to caution you against listening to people like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, because it does not matter what comes from their mouths. It cannot be good. And as a Christian, you must not give your ear to people like this. By listening to these people, you open yourself up to demons that are inside them, and these demons will influence you without you realizing this. I've done tons of deliverance, and I know the spiritual realm well. There's a demonic spirit and agenda behind every person out there who is not a Christian, and even behind some well-meaning Christians. You need to realize that there is nothing of eternal value that we can learn from these people who are not Christian. Jesus is not going to reveal some huge spiritual insight to you through them. In fact, you can only cause harm to yourself by listening to them. If you have not yet watched my video about music, I recommend you do so because I explain something different there. In conclusion, you need to know that the voice of the Holy Spirit is all that you need, and we need to carefully listen to who He tells us to listen to and who not. Do not defile yourself by listening to voices that are tainted by demons. If you like this video, please like and subscribe it, and also give me your thoughts on what you think of this topic down in the comments below. Thank you for watching.